Hello and welcome back to Japanese Trading Systems. As we get into class number 4, this is the final one where we're going to be pulling everything together. So here's our agenda. We're going to be talking about the strategies and applications. And in this lesson, we're going to talk about the various instruments that you can use to trade the Japanese trading systems, the Ichimoku clouds. We're talking about multiple time frames, and then we're going to talk about what's it going to take for you to get great at trading with the clouds. So let's get started with the various instruments that we can trade. You know, whenever you look at the trading of financial markets, there's so many different instruments that are out there that you could trade. And the cool thing about clouds is you can apply it to anything. As long as you can build a chart, as long as you can get that core charting data and put it into a charting software, you can put the clouds on it, you can overlay it, and right here in one picture, one chart, at a glance, you can get your complete analysis information. So let's look at some of the possible markets. Obviously, you could trade the stock market and use the Ichimoku clouds. We can trade the options market. Since options are a derivative of stock, we can simply chart the stock and we can use that to apply it to option trades. We can trade Forex, we can trade futures, bonds, pretty much anything, and it's not just in America. It obviously is going to work in Japan, it's going to work in Europe, across the entire world. Anywhere you can get good, clean charting data, you can apply the Ichimoku clouds and you can use the techniques that I've been sharing with you in this program. Let's talk about a stock strategy real fast and how we can use that here. With a stock strategy, you simply apply the basic system from class number 3, the last class that we looked at here. Limit yourself to only doing trending stocks. If you're going to be bullish, you're going to trade long, you're going to buy the stock. If you're going to be in a bearish trade, you're obviously going to have to short the trade. And then, of course, avoid trying to trade through consolidation periods. Very basic principles here. Buy long for a bullish trade, sell short for a bearish trade, avoid consolidation, use the clouds, and it becomes a very good stock trading system. If you're looking at trading Forex, again, apply the basic system from class number 3. On the daily chart, I suggest you might consider lowering your leverage down to 25-1. This is a little distinction here. Whenever it comes to trading Forex, I'm typically a big fan of using the higher leverage, but whenever you're using Forex on a daily chart with Ichimoku clouds, that could create some pretty big drawdown. I think it's probably better if you lower your margin requirement down to 25-1. Lower your leverage down. Limit yourself to only trending stocks, and of course, avoid trying to trade through consolidation periods. You're going to see the same patterns across the board here because it's the exact same principles here. But let's talk about options. When it comes to options, Ichimoku clouds present some very interesting challenges and also some interesting opportunities for trading with options. For example, we've got two pieces of information. Do we want to trade a trending market or a sideways market? If we're in a trending market, then you should be buying options. Anytime you buy an option, buy a call option, buy a put option, you've got to apply that to a trending market. So we're going to apply the call option to a bullish market, apply the put option to the bearish market. Either way, you're going to be buying those options. Now, if you're in a consolidating market situation, then what do we want to do? In that case, we can apply a selling strategy. And one of the great benefits, of course, of trading with the Ichimoku clouds and doing that analysis is we get insight into, are we getting into a trend or are we getting into a consolidation period? So simply taking those key pieces of information and applying it all together, mixing it all up, is going to give you the best input in terms of analysis, and then of course you can apply the right options. You know, in the next video here, let me just kind of take a little break, and in the next video, let's come back and look at some of the details of how we can go more in depth with option trading.